The clock is live, the digital sands begin to slip. 3 minutes on the dial, time to tighten up the grip. I'm watching the waiting room climb from 10 to 55. Just a man in his webcam trying to feel alive. Check the levels, check the lights, we're coming in hot.
Don't forget to hit the bell.
Give it everything you've got, we've got a long way to go before the screen goes black. So settle in, get comfortable, there's no turning back.
2:30 left.
Then the sidebar is starting to glow.
Is the mic on? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm putting on a show.
Shout out to user Trophy3
For the $5 green pop-up, that's a latte in the tank, keep filling up the cup.
I'll eat a ghost pepper if we hit the goal tonight.
Anything for the algorithm, anything to stay in sight.
The time is ticking slower than a dial-up connection.
Feed the beast, give it all of your undivided affection.
2 minutes flat, the pressure's rising with the heat.
I'm reading every comment while I'm bouncing to the beat.
Read my name for $20.
You know I'm gonna do it.
There's a rhythm to the hustle and we're power sliding through it.
I got bills, you got boredom, it's a fair enough trade. This is how the modern day miracles are made. Is it content?
Is it art?
Or just a well-lit stall?
2 minutes of stalling.
And I'm standing fairly tall. Seconds. 90 seconds, halfway there, let's keep the energy high.
If you want the secret lore,
You gotta give the tier a try.
see the skeptics in the back.
Claiming it's a bit too stiff, but look around the platform, man.
Everyone's still in the grift.
From the gurus in the mansions to the gamers in the shed.
We're all just spinning yarns to keep the followers fed.
Yeah, everyone's doing it.
Don't act so surprised.
The whole world is just a product, neatly sized and advertised. 1 minute to the wire, the stickers flying fast and loud.
Digital umbrella for the raining neon cloud.
It's a carnival of pixels, it's a marketplace of wind.
We're all just paddling hard before the signal starts to dim.
60 seconds of relevance,
60 seconds of fame.
type F in the chat.
If you're glad that you came.
The countdown is a vacuum pulling pennies from the floor. Wait, don't leave yet.
I've got so much more in store.
30 seconds on the board, let's see one more milestone met.
The most expensive thank you that we haven't landed yet.
Ethics are a luxury when you're chasing every clip.
But hey, don't look at me.
Everyone's doing the grift. Check the merch link in the bio, buy the hoodie, buy the hat.
Tell your friends, tell your enemies.
Let's have a little chat.
The colors are fading.
The resolution's getting thin.
This is where the ending starts.
And the silence enters in.
10, 9, 8,
The countdown's at the door.
7, 6, 5,
We couldn't ask for more.
4, 3,
Wait, another super chat? Thanks.
2, 1.
0.
Cut the feed.
Hello, YouTube, and I'm sorry about that. Hello, Doka. Hello, Don. Nice to see you. I hope you're all doing well. Hello, Lady J. Paul, you gooner madman. Marty, good man. Hello. And all. I hope you're all there. I'll put the link in if anyone wants to join. But today's oh God, let me try that. But today's topics are going to be about the Grape Gang early release and your opinions on that. And then also about one that's got out today, Hamed. Should he be deported or should he be allowed to stay in this country? I mean, I know what I'd like to say. Here's the link again, guys, if anyone fancies joining us. I know it's disgraceful, Paul. I totally agree with you. It's more than disgraceful. It's embarrassing. This country's so weak. I mean, they're getting told that they can go on the early release scheme. How they come under that, I don't know. but none of them are getting deported. And then they've got this guy today. He's a right little rounded looking piece of trash, right? Called Ahmed. No, Shabir Ahmed. Shabir Ahmed. Yeah, he's not allowed back on the manor of like Rochdale, wherever it was he roamed and groomed. But he's about, and well, I don't know. I know. They seem to have a little bit more about them, the Ulster boys, don't they? To be honest with you, lady, if you truth be told, I mean, you're organised. You only have to watch you guys in action. You run around like groups of rats, all in the same clothing, no cameras on scene. Things get dealt with. But the problem is that we find ourselves in now. What they're doing is they're bringing them all here. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not condoning any violence, but I'm allowed to agree or disagree, and I agree with what those men did. Not burning out kids out of houses, quite obviously, that's a no-no, but to show that they have the ump and the rightful peaceful protest, yes. Did that song say Palestine? I don't know, Marty. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have a double check on that. Best one would be to ask would be Mad Wolf, because he done it for me, or Bluebell. I know, Paul. I know, mate. I know. It's disgusting, isn't it, mate? I mean, I don't know if any of you saw my video today concerning the old bill. I mean, they had cop nights. I mean, I'm sorry, right, guys, but there's a line and then there's a bloody line, and that's taking the piss. And I'm no fan of the old bill, and the old bill are no fan of me. But you know what? There's lines. And even the good old Bill must be thinking, what the hell? You know what I mean? Yeah, mate, plenty amongst your own. And there's some more horrifying things in the court testimony that concern the police. And also, it's been brought up also that some were trafficked to London to see MPs. And just makes you think the MPs that voted against it, why? You know what I mean? There's a lot more. I think that whole thing could bring down the government, and that's why it's being protected how it is. Yeah, the Southampton, it was stupid doing that, picking up bins and all that, and people filming them. Hello, Bluebell. Yeah, and people filming them. You can't do that. I mean, that was the old routine when we had football. I mean, I still can't believe people don't get that. You know, I'm sorry, but it's my right to say, but you cover your face. You're not being a sex case, are you? And you cover your face. You never filmed anyone else. And things got done. But now they want you all to, you know what I mean, not wear face coverings and, well, in other words, just give your name and address and calling time. Yeah, I'll put that link in again, guys, if that works, if anyone wants to join me. It does get lonely at the top here, you know what I mean? I must say, by the way, the majority of you are on anyway, that were on last week. But last week's one live, I thoroughly enjoyed, guys. I really enjoyed that. That was a really good one. It was relaxing as well. Couldn't believe it went on for over 3.5 hours. But also it was lovely that Paz dropped in 49. You know what I mean? And it's good like a, you know, bigger accounts. They sometimes do drop in. You'll be surprised. And, you know, when you ain't all trying to kill each other and bloody arguing and handbags at dawn, and you're trying to be sensible and speak sensible, you'd be amazed how many people do listen and do want to drop in, because it ain't stupidness, you know what I mean? And that was to everyone. I really mean it. And I must say, Paul Daniels. You was a prime example last week of someone that had lost their nut. Needed a check up from the neck up. That was hilarious, mate. Hello, Wiseman 3. I'll put a link in there if you want to drop in. We're discussing the early release programs on the grooming games, the special ones, you know. And also, there's a question I'd like to ask you all. Because I'm going across these platforms, and I'm seeing a lot of things being active. I mean, there's a lot of head of it. Well done to you guys as well, Community Stronghold and all of you guys. But you're right. One of you put it in. I think it was Bad Wolf or Paul. That it's already happening when I was screaming about communities. They're everywhere, aren't they? And I'm well proud of that. But do you guys get the feeling? I mean, we're only talking hypothetically now, for crying out loud, before we have the SAS steaming in. But do you feel like there's a bit of a resistance movement starting to grow on the mainland? I mean, especially after everything that's happened in the north of Ireland, the Ulster boys, you know what I mean? And how things are happening there. And then things that are happening, you're just seeing a fire here and a fire there. And I'm not condoning that, but do you feel that people have had enough and they're getting organised and some form of resistance is building? Me personally, I feel there is. Me personally, I'm glad there is, because there's nothing wrong with building your communities, is there? And communities is the beginning of a stronghold. Yes. Right. Paul J. Plug. Your bloody names are killing me. Yes, it's difficult, mate. Yeah, Paul. Look, mate, we're all losing our mind with it. We're all losing our mind with it, mate. And that's what you've got to remember, buddy. Right? We cannot play to their tune. Right? We've got to learn our dance. We've got to learn it our way. We play it our role, our way, our rules, our regulations. So, you know, they make them up. We play them to that tune. You know what I mean? And we can't lose it, because all they do is bang you up in 10 minutes, mate. You know what I mean? One of them do anything to us, they'll be out in 10 minutes, but you'll be banged up, put away, and then that's another good man off the street. And that's how you've got to look at it, man, because the time maybe will come, hypothetically, hope not, but good men will be needed. Yes, we have. But West we have Paul, yes, here. Yeah, evening. Hello, Doka. I'm in my sleeping neck. Yeah, I see, Doka. You know, you're a bit out in the sticks, and yeah, and I am as well. And when you notice people out in the sticks taking note, you know that things are happening. Hello, Jack. Thank you for dropping in, mate. Thank you, Sweetie Pie. Hello, mate. You know what I mean? Oh, Bad Wolf. But yeah, but what we have got to do, guys, and I really mean this, because the ruthless bastards, let's have it right, okay? There's no denying that this government, right, is the most sick, vile, treacherous, and they shall be trialed. There shall be jail time for all of this. But you know what? We cannot have them putting in martial law on us, bringing in shit like that on us, guys, and we won't be able to move. It'll become a nightmare. You know, we've got to try to somehow hang on by our fingertips to 2029 and get them out, because we can't risk another socialist government. And there's something that Paz said last week, and I've been thinking about it, and I think there has to be a coming together of the right. I really mean that. I mean, Bad Wolf will remember that. But I feel that we have got to all get united on this one, guys, because it's becoming less of left and right. It's coming a bit of good and bad. Do you see what I mean? The dark side, the light side. And it's getting a little bit nutty. Things ain't good, right? And the only people that are losing out, the only people that are suffering is us, our children, and our women, man. And we can't have that. And there's not a race or anything on this planet that would not be allowed to protect themselves. And we are. You know what I mean? And as I always say, if they wanted to go dark, we blow the fucking candles out. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, people want to take that a military way, but that's just the way I present myself. So, but anyway, anyone else got a question? I'm sorry about doing a rant, or well, not a rant, but you know, a little rant. Anyone want to come on? It is right and wrong, Doka. That's how I honestly see. Like, if you'd have asked a year and a half, a year ago, it was even lesser time than that. It was more just idiot lefties and all that. But now I'm getting a feeling this is about, I don't know if I could say this, but I think this is more about wrong-uns, people that are just deviants. You know, you wouldn't trust them with your pet goldfish, let alone your family. And good people, good, honest people that just want to crack on with their lives, raise their children, hopefully to a better standard than what their being raised was. But now we're going backwards. Everything's going backwards. The kids are depressed, full of anxiety. I just don't. I despair at the thought of this great land having another full term of this socialist Marxist nonsense government. And yeah, I do say nonsense because if I got pulled up on it, we go to a court of law, and then I could just start reading out the rap street of everyone in the parliament. There we go. Hello, Ellie. It's in Lancaster. See, there's my link there as well, guys, just under Ellie's comment. Asking for friendly. We don't have time out for the store, and there is no guarantee they're getting in. Let's see, but that's see, Eddie. I totally understand with what you're saying now. There's no time to wait for a store to 2029. I do feel that it's enough time to us to the store get themselves together. If they ain't together by then, we are doomed. But if we don't get the store, I think we'd be in trouble. I think there's got to be a coalition. There really has. I think they've all got to leave their luggage at the door and just somehow get their egos put away. And hello, Ben. And just we've got to get the win, guys. You know what I mean? It's the win. We need the win. You know what I mean? Just to stop these uncontrolled borders, reverse what's happening here, and get these buggers out of this country. Because every day, there ain't a day that goes by when something doesn't happen concerning them. And this is what we're finding out, all because, hate or love it, this platform, some of it is still censored, but you got X and it's getting out. But could you imagine what we don't know? What don't we know, guys? I mean, they're trying to disguise everything they're doing. They're doing the best. They're in cahoots with the mainstream media. You know, what don't we know? There's a lot of rumours and there's been a lot of hearsay. A lot of things come up and then it disappears. It just makes you wonder. Hello, Ben. I think I said hello to Ben. Marty Goodman. Hello, 73. All right? And in a way, by doing nothing. Put blood on your hand. Yeah, Ben gets it. I think. I think you're right there, Wise Man 3. I think X has been. I think that's saved our bacon for it. I think it's prolonged the agony. Nothing saved us. The only thing that's going to save us is us. You know what I mean? And us doing something about it. Because I don't know about you guys, but the majority of you sick of talking about the same old bullshit year in and year out. You know what I mean? Don't you like to get anything done? You know. Ben, it's all an illusion. Yeah, to be honest, I still can't get out how many people are supposed to feel voted in Macclesfield, whatever it's called, for the Labour election. 20-odd thousand. Are they off their nut? Are they on drugs? Are they been on one? You know what I mean? I know Manchester used to be a bit nutty, but are they all still on one? I mean, I just can't get over it. So maybe it is an illusion. You ain't the first person to say that. And everything else has been an illusion, Ben, mate. What else is the super injunction on it? Exactly, Bad Wolf, mate. And I think there's a lot to become. And also, I mean, this is what I reckon, well, because there could, surely there must be an early general election needs to be called. And this is where we need to come in together of the right guys, where we're going to get smashed and they're going to be in longer and we're doomed. Okay? But he was from the mayor. So the mayor's got nothing to do with the political side of the party. He wasn't a sitting MP. So when they went to vote, they went with the voting, the mandate with all the sitting MPs. So please let me know if I'm wrong. But then, so we all voted on that mandate, even though they lied on each and every bit of it, to get them into power. But he wasn't on that. I had nothing to do with that, did he? So how can he come in with his own ideas and his great plans for the doing, you know, what's supposed to be done? How can he get anything to go his way without getting voted in on that mandate, if you get my meaning? Bloody hell, no wonder I've made politics. I'll tell you, after this one, guys, we're taking up bird watching or something like that, because politics, it does you nothing. They don't kill you, you do yourself in. Oh, I hope you're good. I know, Babs. I know working hard and not enough of the world. I know, and I feel sorry for people that are super grafting, mate, holding down all them jobs and all that and just getting shat on. And these geezers are walking around playing with their phones, doing nothing, when there could be plenty for them to do, plenty of work. But no, none of them want to work. You can't really dig them out unless they're a noncy one, because they're just coming in here, they're chasing the money. What do young people do? You chase the bloody money. That's what I mean, Doka. Don't burn him, right? I tell you, he is covered up about inquiries when they've been pretend inquiries. He's tried to block inquiries. He has done nothing but cause misery, more or less, in Manchester. The only good things that he's ever really did is off the back of other people getting it in motion and him just living off, you know, the coattails of things. So, to me, he's just about as useful as a chocolate teapot. And now he wants to split us up. So he's causing more division when we should be unifying. And now he wants the North against the South. That's the smart thing to do, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? We've got to get them out of power ASAP, as soon as possible. I, personally, not calling on anything and not inciting anything, but I'd like a military coup. Friendly one. But I think, as someone said on a post, it made me laugh and giggle, and I thought you might be right. If this country got invaded right now, there's a good possibility the population could come out, wave flags, and welcome them in with a cup of tea and biscuits. You know what I mean? Because that's how peed off we all are. Everyone's on a Debbie Downer. Oh, Paul, you'll get us all nicked, you will. Wiseman 3, watch what you say there, sir. Come on. Eddie, Burnham is just as bad, but he's been parachuted in on the backs of Makersfield, don't they? Macclesfield, don't they feel like mugs just being used? Useful idiots, whoever that was. That's, as I say, as you said, could be an illusion. But Burnham, he's got no idea, mate. He's just been parachuted in to do what they want it to be done for 2030. Right, and that's all he's going to do. He's going to be preaching the same old bullshit, not giving the same old shit about the kids or what's happening, ignoring, never answering a question. I mean, Keir Starmer, what Lee Anderson asked him, what do you think? What was this about this young girl being dragged off the streets and raped by an illegal alien? He replies, I'm so proud of my service in governance. I mean, what a... Oh, be careful, Lee, be careful. Yeah, eyeliner, I bet he uses Rent Boys too. I bet him and flipping all the gear of flipping blocking the line, trying to get through and reordering. More Ukrainians, more Ukrainians. Yeah, I'd like to see what comes out on Keir. I'll tell you what, though, Wiseman 3, I bet you Keir will not. He will have to leave the country, won't he? There's no way on God's earth that he could move into any part of this earth country and someone's going to protect him, because someone's got to have him. Not, don't get any ideas, anyone, but from the left, because you know how mad they are. I know, but Burnham's terrible. But you know what? But I was hoping, lady, that we'd get a general election. But that's where we need unification. If there's no unification, we're doomed. And then he's going to get in, I don't know, by cheating. And more likely by the backbench. Yeah, definitely. Agenda 2020, 30. You've got it. That's what they're going on. That's why everything's accelerating now. It's ignore it. Ignore it. You know, the amount of kids that are going missing, guys, it's unreal. It's unreal. You know, nothing said. But how long ago was it when that poor Jessica and that other poor, that Ian Huntley scumbag, it was outrage. It was world news. Nothing now. Things like that can happen 2 or 3 times a day and no one gives a shit. The press don't even report on it. It's not that important. But, you know, the little one coming over with his hand out going, can you give me some more money in between tooting? You know what I mean? He makes headlines. You know, all they're doing now is utmost to say that the special one's religion is so peaceful, when all it's doing around this whole planet is causing nothing but misery, and no one's doing nothing, jack shit. It's like they've all surrendered, they're scared. And you know what? It's coward and weak men that bring down nations. And that's when the real men, and you know, I'm not saying I'm one of them, but I'll be stepping up, mate. I'm not stepping down. I'll put that link in if anyone wants to come in. Yes, exactly, Ben. I mean, the deportation. I mean, half of that could be done and dusted. Just stop welfare. Just stop it. Sorry, we've run out of cash. No more. Done. You would stop them boats. Would be stopped instantly. Loads would leave. Oh, they'd stop their dough. And then we've got to get the military or whatever to back it up. You know what I mean? And where they start rioting and misbehaving, go in there like no quarter give them a good hiding, detainment camps, and then deport. Asset strip as well. Leave with nothing. Refugees welcome here. If I see one person holding one of them signs, I'm going to insert it up their arsehole. I hate them people. Stand up to racism. The biggest racist bunch of bastards ever on this earth. Yeah, exactly, Marty. Exactly. It's the elites. It's all the elites playing all the thick little ones and the low IQ ones, offering their money. What they got to do? Look at a goat and a bit of desert, or come over to Blighty, get a 3-bedroom house, go on a graping session, and you know what I mean, get everything they so desire. What they get in a week is they mostly dream of earning over 20 years. So are you blaming them? But what it is, there's so many lunatics and loons coming now. We've got to tarnish every one of them. We have got to show zero tolerance, because the more tolerance you show, the nicer you are, the more you try to appease these people, the worse it gets, the more they want, right? And they've all got to go. And I mean, it's got to go back to the, well, far back as convictions could be proven, and start victiming them from there, and everything that's descendant from there. Yeah, exactly, Ben. You know what I mean? Them NGOs as well, they should be left to their own plight. But you know what I mean? But look, Ben, to be honest with you, I could go on all day about things like concerning small hats and simple things. But you know what, mate? At the moment, I'm just trying to get this thing sorted out here first. And then once we get this country back in restored hands, don't get me wrong, mate, I can't wait to go to work on them. Because the elites, all of them, they're all up to it, mate. They're all playing us, and they're going to swoop in at the end after we've all killed each other off, and they're just going to be the victors in the master race. You know what I mean? How ironic that saying is. Better know what I mean. Yeah, know thy enemies, yeah, and keep the others even closer. you take away his... Exactly, Paul. Paul Plug. This bloody names, man. Yeah, Guna, mate. If you take the dough away and everything that's there away, they ain't coming, right? The majority of them don't want to know, right? They really don't, right? They're not all bad. Come on, right? The majority of them, they've just followed the money, and you can't blame them for that. But when they realise all the perks, all the good days are gone, no more housing, no more free healthcare, no more dentistry, no more this, no more rights. Here is for the British people, and you've got to pay in, and you've got to be paid in all the way, right, to get anything. It just stop. And then the ones that don't want to go, well, they used to get Mr. T on a plane, didn't they? You know what I mean? It can be done, you know, and all it'll take is do more men, and just don't let them back in. Purge our borders and our police and our military that's been hollowed out, as someone said earlier, and get real men in and get it done. What I did to young Bob is disgusting, but young Bob's being left alone. My blink's in there if anyone wants to drop on. But young Bob's got to be careful. I worry about him, to be honest. I'm a nice person. I don't want this life for my kids, and nobody's doing anything. Anyone else near me? That's exactly, Ellie. It's good. I mean, the best form of comms is getting to know people by the look of them. Speak to them. Find something that's gone on. I mean, you don't have to directly go straight into things. Just say this situation or this situation, and then see how they've had a feedback. You'll tell within seconds if they're they're living with their head in the sand, or someone that's awake, and they're mostly just as relieved to speak to someone that's of the same thinking. And then with that, you build on that, and then you get together a WhatsApp group. You know the script, and then you build, your community. And then I like what I heard from that bloke. I don't know who it was, really don't know. I think I don't even know what platform could be, TikTok or whatever. This is quite a well-built fella. Not like fat, but, fit, like keeps fit. About 50s, but talking about WhatsApp groups, and I think it's a really good idea. Everyone in your community, like Ellie's place there, right? There's only a few of them, right? They're up against it, but they'll go in a WhatsApp group, and all their men, all their able-bodied men were there, and all their daughters and the wives are there, and there's a problem, and they're in that area. Okay, they can press that button. They've got to realise this button ain't for giving it large or anything. This button is for it's like the bat phone. And they press that, no matter what. If you're near there, you get off your arse, you get your dog, you get whatever, and you get straight to that point, right, until the police come, right? And then you've got to do with what you've got to do. There is the deterrent straight away. We've got to let these bastards know, right? Our old Bill was soft, they're marshmallows. Our old military are gone. Where are they, right? But you know what? You've got all us old gits here now. Now we've got the bunny. And when we get the hump, well, goes a little bit A-teamish, doesn't it? You know what I mean? NGOs have got a lot to handle, answer for, to be honest, Lady J. And to be honest, once this thing's over, everyone that we can get hold of by the scruff of the neck, pull over here, bring them in, because it's going to be Nuremberg 2.0. We want the death penalty brought back for these people. See, who was ever printing off them leaflets from them government.org and all that, giving it and sending it abroad, and to be Nigeria, where they tell them how to work our welfare system, everyone involved in that, right back to the beginning, needs to be dragged in front of the courts and punished adequately, and asset stripped. Take everything off them, and that's the MPs as well. Every MP, let them be tramps on the street. You know, our veterans won't be homeless. Our homeless won't be homeless. Our drunks won't be homeless. Our junkies won't, because they'll be living in nice hotels that we can well and truly afford, and they'll be put right or, helped on their way if need be. That's it, Ellie, mate. Ellie, you've got it, mate. You've got it. You're bang on it. You're working it. You're working your manner. You're knowing people, and that's it. Oh, Paul, come on. No slagging them off. No slagging anyone off today. I can't be doing with the government, let alone having a blue rinse situation. But I'll tell you what, when I come down, Paul, when we're going that boat, when we're doing the coastal patrol, right? Oh, we'll slag everyone off, mate. Hello, Kinder. How are you? I'd like to see a national federal crime to violate the Geneva Convention. Yeah, Kinder, that's very true. I mean, isn't using the sexual assaults and all that a war crime against humanity? That's what's been happening to the British people. So, yeah, you're very correct. And yes, acid strip them all, Ben. I mean, everyone's. Yeah, Kinder lady in comments here. She's the second one here. I've laid in here, and like, I totally believe wholeheartedly with everything you say. I want to sue the asses of everyone, and even acid strip, frozen assets, take everything away, stopping all everything to them said countries where their men have hurt us. There's no coming back. There's no more with them. We're not doing no more business. We try to be nice. We try to be good. And what happens? What happens? Jesus Christ, if someone put me and my family up and saved us from persecution, I'll tell you the last thing I would do was I want to hurt them. I'll tell you what I would do. I'd protect them and I'd lay my life down with gratitude for thanking them for helping me and giving me an opportunity and my kids an opportunity. Not with what's happening now. You know, a geezer in Ireland that got off with it, he done those things to those kids, and he's saying it's because he didn't get his welfare check. Welfare check. I'll give him a welfare check, all right, and let the court jump to any assumption on that, because I'm only speaking about giving the guy a welfare check. Bad Wolf. I think reformers, that's why there's no us and them here, because I believe, because I was a reformer myself, right? Never joined the party, wooden bastards, but reformers, I think, are going to organically come to restore. That's why by 2029, as Emily was a bit worried about, but if we can keep it going until then and hang on until then, I reckon that you're going to wake up on the next morning and Rupert will be on the doorstep, mate. And off, it's going to be so overwhelming. Everyone will have like 10,000 votes and it'll be like 28 million to him, because everyone is peed off. Okay, a lot of the elderly, people that have never done a really nice, orderly, law-abiding citizens have had enough, and they see their younger generations and they see the trouble this country's going to, and they might just do a parting shots. Right, and as I said, when the time comes, we shall be wheeling them out of the old people's homes. We shall be doing postal votes. I mean, Paul Thorpe, if you want unity, sir, and you want everyone to win this, get all those expats voting, will you? You've got a big job ahead of you. I think he's talking about Ukraine or something, mate. Starmate is deluded. I think they all are. Before all DNA and all that, I would have said, whoa, a bit questionable. You know what I mean? Because a few people have been slotted unnecessarily. But now, with certain cases, with all the cameras, with the video evidence, with the DNA, with the testimony, you know, i.e. Welsh boys, Welsh choir boys and all that, and people got to go. Got to go. There's no ifs or buts. We're too soft. Hard wall, or is it? Long wall, long drop, short rope. China, yeah, he's totally compromised by China. I forgot about China, the spying saga, the embassy, the Mauritius Islands. I mean, look at all of that. I mean, just on the China alone is enough there to bring down that 4 governments. And now, I mean, how's this man got away with it? I don't only want to. I want to see them sued. I want to see them in front of the judge with their trousers falling down, where their belts are taken off them to humiliate them, like the Nazi Nuremberg trial. You know, the Nazis did. You know what I mean? I want them humiliated. I want everything taken off them, and then I want them to the gallows. Yeah. You know what I mean? And the old Bill that were involved in it as well. The old Bill, you've got no mercy for me. Yes, reforms. You and your bloody nicknames for parties don't command reforms. Right, reforms vote will migrate to restore, but in the meantime, we have to work together. Okay, now Rupert's calling everyone to work together from all sides, from Northern Ireland, from every party, to get in unison to stop Mahmoud's stupid new refugee policies. Instead of them risking themselves coming in, she's going to invite the murderers in. You know what I mean? And to do that, but what he should be doing is we should be getting a coalition together to put in a new government and then let the military police us for a while, get things back in order. Because I really do believe we've got a hard road ahead of us, but we've all got to be strong, got to be firm. There will be a lot of losses, but the ones that will lose the most is them. I don't know how they'd work it out, Kinder, but they've got to work something out for the people, for the love of the people, for the love of our children. We've all got, if it was me, Doka and Paul, we all couldn't stand each other, but we all wanted the same thing. And all the kids would be getting an RAR and everything that's going on. I bet you, me, Paul, Doka, right, we could all sit down around a pint and a packet of peanuts and work it out, iron it out, and get what's rightful for the kids. And that's what needs to be done. And as I said, it's becoming less and less about politics and more about right and wrong. Right? Nigel does nothing. Right? But Nigel's just a useful idiot, and they've got the infrastructure at the moment and the majority of the vote. Not by much. No, I actually believe Trump's got a lot of answer for in his past dealings, an arsehole building contractor to his contractors. But as a president, I think he's cool. And I'm glad he got in because I just think that it's saved us, guys. I really do believe it'd be so much worse. There'd be no X, there'd be no communications. We wouldn't know what's been going on. And you know what, guys? We'd be doomed. And I mean, this is where it's getting now. We've all got to get in shape. The amount of young white groups that are set up now all around the country, I tell you what, it made my heart smile. I feel safer. They're getting militaristic. They're keeping in shape. It's like proper old beastings. They're like doing little pea companies. They're doing it. You know what I mean? So you're having a rave up outside yours, bad. Let us know, mate. If not, jump on the next one. Kinderwell, he doesn't want his family to become. Yeah. Well, to be honest, I think we've got to bring a bit of this shunning back as well, guys. You know what I mean? All these police and all that. With what's happening with, I don't think so, mate. What's happening with the grooming gang scandal inquiry that was held by Restore and no one else, right? The old Bill got a lot of answer for. You've got a lot of answer for, you scummy old Bill. Don't worry, can't you nick proper villains anymore, you weaklings. Bastards. You know what I mean? All you have to do now for an interview, you go in with a brief, walk in with a pride flag, and you're getting out of there in 10 minutes. Exactly, Wiseman 3. How many will take that 350? You know what I'd love to happen? No, I don't. No. Because that's the wrong thing to say, Lee. God, no. Right? Because honestly, being a lefty idiot, stinky, fishy, nasty, wrong parent doesn't make the kid bad. And with the 350 a week, I hope the kids are out and the lefty parents get rogered left, right, and centre by a boatload that's just popped round for Ramadan. You know what I mean? Because they need to learn lessons. And people have learned lessons the hard way in many countries. And some of these are maybe they need to be told. And they're not listening to us. They like to stick the boot into us. And there's another thing you've got to watch when, if it does go off, we've got to watch our own people. Our own people will betray us. They will be the ones that will give us up. Do not sign anything. Do not think. I mean, yeah, I joined Restore, but that is the only thing ever. Anything else, don't do it. Cover your faces when you go in town. Walk with a limp. Do anything to just wind this government up. Just stop in front of everyone and hold them up for 5 minutes. That'll drive the country mad. Ah, that's it, boy. Yeah, you got to remember as well, mate. They're doing me for copyright. Copyright, the bastards. Who's fighting racism? I mean, the only racism is towards the white British people. I don't believe many of cases. What the last one I think was a sort of, they put it down a racist. That was a Stephen Lawrence. When is it all happening? I mean, I'm certain if we put all the cases up, and baby boomers, what the fuck's it got to do with them lot, mate? You know what I mean? They're RAPs, and they better hope that they don't raid their pensions. Because I'm sorry, you know, people that, yeah, I believe that gains and means that Alan Sugar don't need a pension. Rod Stewart don't need a pension. Fair enough, we can agree on that. But then they shouldn't be paying for a pension if they've got that much dough. And I very much doubt they won't, because in their younger days they avoided tax like a plague. But any people that are put into the system for their national insurance should get their pension and should not be getting told by young arseholes later in life that they can't have this and they can't have this and they're privileged this because they've got this house and they've got that. It's because they worked hard and they paid for what they've got, and these buggers are trying to get it off them. And I'm getting sick of it. And you'll find that on the mainstream media channels, it's usually children with certain ethnicities that are preaching what's supposed to be going on with our elderly in our country. Well, you can do one. We deal with our elders, and we don't need no more of these Eastern Europeans looking after them either, or Africans. Okay? Get our young off their arse, get them motivated, okay? So, and give them proper money and let them do the job. Peelers is the old Bill, mate. Lady J. Peelers, yeah. That's an old nickname for old Bill, police. And Delhi, yeah. Peelers means cops in a jeep. So, yeah, peeled on. Yeah. Keep peeled. We used to say keep dog round our way. Keep dog for the old Bill. They call them 5-0, and now they call them Popo. I think I'd just rather Piggy. See, Ellie, this country, that's a defeatist attitude. We are not becoming the next Islamic Republic. There's no ifs or buts. It's partisan time. It's not going to happen. It's not going to be happening. All right? Yeah, maybe soon we might be the only Muslim country left in the World Cup. But we're not giving up. I'm not giving up. And we've got to hang in there, not take our head off the course, get everyone, speak to as many people as we can, do this from the grassroots upwards. And believe me, we shall get the result in 2029. And any election before then, there's got to be our thinking caps on. And there's got to be a lot of egos put aside, guys. And I mean it. And they've all got to come together, and I really mean it. I really mean it. They've got to come together, and it's for the women, for the children, and to stop these bastards robbing us. We are being robbed. It's so unreal. And I saw a photo of something about Oxford. I was watching that. I was watching saying, kids keep dick. Yeah, I know. Likes to keep a dick. That's fucking old thingy. But I was looking at something with Oxford. It was Maxwell people, and it was her, and it was talking about the ins and out crowds in Oxford back in the 90s or whatever, in the day then, and had a picture of her, and had a picture of this certain club and all these boys in it, and these lot looked down their nose at the rest of Oxford because these ones were born into money. And in that photo was a Cameron looking like a a complete. And then sat on the floor when he looked like he was doubling up, was that Boris Johnson. You know, that is there exactly what we've got to break. See that chain? See that elitism? See that mob? Them wrong boys that all go in a room and hold each other's dicks and try to think that they're something better than everyone else. That's what we've got to get rid of. Then we've got to get rid of this Islamic problem, and we've got to just take all their money. And then the banks, let's do the banks as well. My stepfather, bless him. But when we used to have an argument, I used to walk in and his name was Richard. And in London, anyone called Richard's called Dick. And I used to go, all right, Dick. And as I was taking off my blazer, it'd be all right, see you next Tuesday. And then we'd have a hoot, bless him. He must have hated me. I got 40-day-old kittens doing jungle gyms. Old kittens. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I can remember that Wiseman 3 Cameron, didn't he? He put it in its mouth, didn't he? They're not right, mate. They're not right. They're all wrong uns. Johnson was a scumbag. Man, I used to make fun of Restore so hard because it's just a mean culture. Restore, you think Reform is ones to laugh at. Restore isn't like that. Restore is going to be the new leader of this country, Kinder. The new governor. Be laying out the new laws, saying who can stay and who can go. I have a song coming out, Bad Wolf, mate. It's called The Wave, yeah. When he's there, prick. Oh, don't get me on him. Most of the Wolf stuff is brutal, and your stuff, Jack. Because of a bar. It was 6.8%, 4 months old. It's not bad, is it? You know what I mean? I don't know who you support or vote for, but see what Reform done in 4 months' time or whatever. They're a year old as a movement or political, and they've got a manifesto and they mean what they say and they don't flip-flop. It's Rupert Lowe all the way here. I mean, everyone's to their own. If Rupert Lowe was leading gravity, we'll all be floating, yeah. Definitely. Rupert's the man. Yeah. Guys, come on. Do you know what? All politicians, fair game. All invaders, fair game. But sometimes you guys are brutal to each other. Got to hold down with that, man. Come on. We all want the same thing. Hold up. You get yeah, exactly, Ben. I mean, I think, mate, they all sit in the same classroom, different rows there at the top of the classroom. You know, you had the yellow table, the red table, the blue table, and they all go from there, mate. They're all there for the same people, and they're all told to do what they do, and they get plenty of Savoy, rent boys on tap, and a nice big pay packet. I mean, all this sudden wealth that they've all got, no one talks about that. Yeah, everyone. To be honest, Kinder, if you don't laugh, what are we going to do, mate? We're going to all cry, aren't we? But yeah, Rupert's getting my vote, Ellie. Rupert's. I look, right, as a club chairman, he was a complete bastardoonie. Oh, guys, you would not want him if you had an older club in charge of it. But he was so stubborn and such an arse. I think he can make a great prime minister. And if he keeps that attitude with foreign people, and as he says, he's got it. He don't care. And you know what really won me over with him? He put a post out. And he said, Westminster, I'm not out to upset you. I'm out to destroy you and the Fabian society. Right? I think him doing that great gang scandal inquiry done his psyche, and he's just, if you read what they've released, and there's more, right? You'll understand. You'll understand because you'll read it, you'll cry, you'll be so angry. You can't get radicalized. You can't go out and scream because you'll get nicked. But you could do other things. And that is why I put post up a lot of time in my videos. Channel your energies into voting, telling people, because we've got to do a little bit of old schooly as well, because we're not getting the mainstream media that everyone. So we need word of mouth. We need feet on the ground. We need leafleters. We need to, all the branches are being set up. Honestly, guys, they are getting there. Okay. But wouldn't you rather something that's done properly and when it's set up, it's doing what it's supposed to do? Or would you rather something that's set up overnight, trying to please the masses and it just falls apart? I mean, there's places now with reform that they've got branches that they're closing them down voluntarily because there's got no support from head office. So Restore is going to win this. Listen, Kinder, I understand where you're coming from on now, but I honestly believe my argument back to you on that one. I think we're going to get a bit of the Brexit thing. Mate, everyone's going to say, the people that don't speak about things, people that don't, just don't get involved in it. I think they're going to secretly vote Restore, and it's going to be an overwhelming majority, and it's going to be the silent majority that are going to make the difference. All us screaming and shouting, it's just going to, we're just highlight, all we've got to do is just highlight what they're doing, and they're all doing the rest. Yeah, I wanted to spend on. Okay. I sold my flat in London, kid. I went to Scotland, mate. I thought I'd get a gatehouse and everything. It didn't work out like that. Yes, definitely. That is it, lady. Millions must go because you've got to understand the Boris wave. I mean, everything since Tony Blair. I mean, everything since Brexit. We've just been, and we don't know who's who. That's the scary thing. You know what I mean? You don't want to take in some guy that's killed 20 people on the way over to this country and just let him in, give him an house and let him bowl around amongst our people. That is not sensible. That one now, if he was a snake oil salesman now, I think it'd just be the writing on the wall, mate. I think it'd be the match. It'd be, I think, get your kids run to safety and pray for the best. North Edinburgh, they're really building up around Edinburgh, by the way, really building up that it's actually joining onto towns are getting bigger and bigger by the month. Who's banned Paul J? Who's banned who? Kinder, what are you talking about? Plan of smuggling deer in Sussex with oxygen and carbon so I could raise them and then run into cars. So you need. Yeah. I think Marty, then it'd be good game over. I think we're becoming become very sectarian. We're becoming parts where you'd have to move in certain parts of England where they take over, we'll take over, and then quite obviously we'd have to do what we'd have to do. We wouldn't lose the country for long because there's too many men that will fight to the death for it. Freedom of speech. I ain't going to take my freedom of speech. I'll keep talking until I lose my tongue. Oh, Dino. Why? Dino Baines all right, isn't he? I watch them all. I don't go on a lot of chats. I do on Mad Wolves and some other guys I might mention in the comments and that, but I don't really go around doing that. But why do that? I mean, I was watching him live the other day, and the Green Arrow went on there. He does swear a lot, doesn't he? But he makes me laugh. I like Dino Bain, but I don't want him having a pop at. I don't know why what is all of this about banning people and copyright strikes? For fuck's sake, can we get on with the mission in head? Eh? Can we win the next election and save a few kids' lives instead of you lot all worrying who upset you? Yeah, I'd love to know where there's a job lot of British service rifles and thingies. I like the old SLR personally. Apparently, I live in the countryside. That's too racist and too white. And I keep looking at these sheep with black faces, and I think, why do you keep blacking up? You know what I mean? But hey ho. I mean, let them come round here and try living round out in the sticks with the people, how parties are. They're very welcoming and nice people, but you upset them, you do one thing wrong, everyone knows about it, and you're shunned forever. That stuff still happens here. You're not welcome. You won't be welcome to do. People to leave. You know what I mean? And that's how we've got to be with people, our own traitors, our own people that are traitors to this country, right? And enforcing these laws against us and bullying us and hitting us and all that. We've got to shun them after this, you know. Oh, was he doing that then, mate, Paul? I don't know, mate. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, just keep out of it, Bad Wolf, Paul, Dino as well. All of you, you're all nice guys. Just leave it. For fuck's sake. If not, I'll get Big Doku out on you and give you all a good hiding. Last time my grandmother pest was in 1927, so I ain't got none of them, but 80-year-olds live through that. It's the best place to be. Someone had a go at me, Ben, in the sticks. I read that last message, Kinder, to be honest. I don't want to say to it, but in the sticks about how it's all easy for me in the sticks. And I had to explain to them it's all by my own design. I lived in Edinburgh, I've lived in London. You know what I mean? I've had property. When you come from cities like that and move to rural areas, you can get a lot more for your money. And that's what I did. And I did it for my two daughters to get them away. That's why I'm screaming from the rooftop, because I've seen it. I've seen it. Haringey Council. Just Google it and check it out yourself. You'll see what it's like. I got grown up being victimised, bullied, racist treatment. Goldie girl, lovely to see you. Thanks for dropping in. Oh, I don't know. You had to send it on to me. I'm not out of bad mouth, people. British Paz 49, good evening. Watching on his break. Well done, mate. See, Kinder, there's a lot of different laws with Scottish property up here, mate. I'll come up here and I didn't realise it was so. They don't have leasehold. No. Is it leasehold? You know that thing they have in England where you can only get the freehold of the leasehold or so whatever. But they don't have that here. And also, this is what I do like this one. They have offers over. So you put an envelope, your brief puts your offer in an envelope, and it goes, and they get the choice for taking the highest envelope. That's how they do it. You can get some of the Scottish laws are very good. What school did you go to in London then, Ben? I went St. Francis, Tommy Moore, and then I went Tottenham Technical College. Get the City of Guilds. Hey! Exactly, Paul. North London, mate. I was a lucky boy in North London. You know what I mean? My grandparents lived down. I used to drink in, mate, when I was a lad, mate. I used to be drinking in the Stapleton and all that. You know what I mean? With the bear. I know you do, mate. You're frustrated. Kinder, I don't know what's the matter with the Scottish people at the moment, but I feel that, to be honest, being amongst them, and I love them, I honestly believe that the majority of them are starting to wake up now, and they don't they realise that their liberalism is destroying them, and then they went all this, you know, independence, and now to see the independent people now wanting to get behind Restore because they feel that the country, Scotland's gone to shit in the last 20 odd years. There's no ifs or buts about it. You've got a nationalist party here whose leader wears a t-shirt saying refugees welcome here. Okay, they deface their own national flag with the plasticine one. Okay, they've got Indian trans whatever MPs in their parliament up here paying them 77 odd grand and 11 pence and 77 pound a year, right? And they're on a visa, a student's visa. I mean, they've gone a bit wild up here, but the local elections that happened not so long ago, an SNP stronghold got taken by the Conservatives, and the Conservatives have not held that seat since 1963. That, to me, is a very, very, very big sign. And I think once Restore are established, once Restore explain how they're going to get people to work, how they're going to drill, baby, drill, and we'll start using our resources, getting the men back to work, building the towns up, building the economies, okay, and being British first, okay, using local businesses, I think we're going to win overwhelmingly. Mighty good one. I don't know with Dino, but listen, YouTube are playing games with subscriptions. In all fairness, now, I mean, mine have been going down about 40 a day on subs, and it's just going down, and then they go up, and then I've got an email saying we've lost your views. So I think it could be that. That might not be on him, you know. To be honest, Hopkinder, we've got a drill here, mate. I think we should be energy sufficient and food sufficient. It's a basic rule for any country, surely. Surely. We get one come up here, mate, up the top of the Campfield. They have a rave. They have a rave up here. It's funny. I'm waiting to see that Viking fella. You like a bit of music? Get out there later, my bad wolf. Amherst Road. I know Amherst Road. Ah, Amherst Road. I remember Amherst Road. I know Amherst Road. Jesus, where was that? See, Kinder, yes, mate. I mean, my account's getting slaughtered, but to be honest, I'm past. I do care, quite obviously, it's upsetting, but you put a lot of work and things into it. But you know what? So what? That just means that we are being censored. You know, you go on X as well, you say certain things on X, and I watch and I read what people put in comments, and then they get banned. That is well censored. So how would I do that then, Kinder? You should really get an off-site person to validate if you're banned or not. Amherst Arms, I know that pub, Paul. That's the famous old boozer, isn't it? Down at... Oh, Paul, you know what, mate? Do you know, I think I can see it. It's in near Blackstock Road or Stoke Newton Way, innit? Amherst Road. And the Amherst Arms as well. I know that boozer. I'm just got to turn okay. Cheers, mate. Thank you, Kinder. You live in East Tennessee. Thank you, mate. I really don't know how it works, to be honest with you. I'm so confused with it. Amherst Road round there, mate, is always a thingy. I had a shop in Kensworthy Road, and I stayed in there because it got burgled, and the fucking burglar come back after I got it all fixed and burgled it again with me in it. And then I started to call the old Bill to do what I had to do, and I got in trouble for upsetting him. Aylesbury, the Aylesbury estate, yeah. Oh, I mean, bloody hell. Listen, Elsie Game, what you got to do, I've said that, I've actually written down that, right, is we have got to boycott these immigrant businesses, right? I mean, the vape shops, as you said, they're everything, you know, it's everything, even if you're going to watch something and it's ruined by diversity, boycott it. Because, you know, that's the only thing, money talks, and that ain't a true word. And, well, I don't know about you lot, guys, but I think Uber, Deliveroo, all of them, yeah, they're handy. But you know what? We've got to revert back to the old days. We've got to stop going to the takeaways. We've got to stop eating this. We've got to stop doing that. And we've got to start getting wholesome, whole cooked meals again. And it'll be cheaper. Learn to grow your own if you can, you know. Source it from people that are local. Yeah, please remember, guys, if you could all click the like button, subscribe, and share, that'd be good. Because that would help with the algorithm. Eddie, I'm trying to. That's a great city. It used to be. See, that's what I mean. We've got to bring the old industry back, guys. You know what I mean? And do things slowly, gently. And then if you do this new energy, if you want to put some money aside for it, do a small area and then transfer it over so you've got the grid to maintain it and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, you can easily switch it back. Say it doesn't work, have another butcher's. But no, what they're doing, they're putting us all in peril. See Aberdeen and all them, they were so prosperous. I know, Bad Wolf, I know, run by Indians. They're everywhere, mate. They're bloody everywhere. And even down to security and old Bill now, they're all Indian. Remember that program that used to be on there? I used to like it as well. And there used to be these Indian guys that thought they were Indian. You know, oh, this railway's good, yes, Indians. That's how it is now. They've taken over the world. I know, Marty. I mean, and they're putting stuff in them vapes and all that, and the kids going on it. Kinder, wouldn't surprise me. I'm being censored, but hey ho. 6% of 96 million is 6 million. Bloody hell. Jesus creepers. Ooh, that's quite scary. Well, yeah, what's he up to, mate? You know what I mean? Your brother-in-law. Yeah, see, Doka, that's good. If it's a local business, then you ain't there's no skullduggery. But don't get me wrong, we've got plenty of our own. Not all are innocent. But if they're not putting things into it and it's sealed and all that, then that'd be the place to use. And the price wise, right. Yeah, Ben, I agree with that. I agree with that. Have you seen that film, Ben? The Citizen Vigilante. I think the number two one should be coming out based on that. Good luck to them, to be honest with you. They're doing well and they're working hard, and it's a proper business. I've got nothing against it. But when they're doing that, there's four of the five of them sitting there and all doing nothing. Something's going on. Everywhere's changing. Pissed off? Did I see that mini cop on Paz today? Paz, I mean, some of these posts he puts up, he cracks me up, Paz. Paz makes me laugh. Yeah, Ben, exactly, mate. You know the script, Ben. If we was on our Jack Jones, you know what I mean, having a walk and talk, it'd be a different conversation right between the lines. I understand exactly where you're coming from, my friend. It's a good watch, Ben. You can get it on X. It's crap acting. Some of it's so unrealistic, it's unreal, but there's a good message to it. And you can see where things could go with the correct toys in the correct hands at the correct time. You know what I mean? And it just makes you wonder, just makes you wonder. But you couldn't really say what you really think. What have I missed there, Tweety Pie? That's blooming awful. What shots? Kingdom, man, what are you going on about that? Yes, everything's changing and alarming, mate, Paul. Well, as you know, mate, I mean, I was at the parade in London, mate, and we covered some footage. We went out and about, you know, around London town. It's different, bruv. So different. It ain't like how it used to be, you know what I mean? I didn't know who or what the hell was going on. And yeah, there is definitely a replacement going on. And if you can't see it and you think it's cool, well, God help you. That's all I can say. God help you. God help you. You know what I mean? Everyone will be a Blade Runner soon, yeah. I tell you what, see Ben, see them Blade Runners, man. I love the way they work, mate. I watch their videos, right? And they've got someone else doing it, but how they do it, all clever, all battered up, ninja, aren't they? With them, and they just go, posh. I just think they're brilliant. And have you seen it when they turn up and they're putting them all back? And go, how'd that happen, mate? Who did that, mate? And you know that they know it was them, and they just can't get the nicking on them. But yeah, but that is lawful disorder in a way. Lawful. It's not hurting no one. It's not breaking anything. It shouldn't be there. No one asked them to put it there. If it's in the way and our geezer accidentally does that, what can you say? Blade Runner's good, me, Marty. Makes me laugh just the way they get it done, don't they? You know what I mean? Kinder, what are you going on about here? It looks like a tentacle on a ship. Damn, I won't go now. So I don't know if I've missed a bit of that and I'm getting yeah, I'm sure, Ben. But there'll be a time I think we'll be going out to play. X-Spawn X23, hello and welcome aboard. But I think there to Ben, what he's just said there is bang on the money. Bang on the money. All the false flags and everything they're going to do, this guy has got it right, in my opinion. Yes, Elsie go. I like to come in on a Thursday. We usually drop on. Sometimes we have people drop in and all that, and we all just have a chin wag, try to put the world to rights, talk shit really, and you know what I mean. And that's it really. Sometimes if I take my glasses off, I could have a rant, but we've been all right, good for a while. You like the classical guitar, do you, my friend Kinder? I never used 10 minutes socket on these because it'll fall off. Yeah, Ben, something's got to be done about the cameras. John Capone, hello, my friend. How are you keeping, my man? Yeah, but see, Ben, I think you've got a lot of things. What you got to do, you've got to scope out your area, mate. You've got to use your nut. You know what I mean? Got to be very careful with what you say. But like where I am, I know where I can move up to, where I can move to the right, to the left, back or forth without the camera seeing me. And then I know where I pop out, I know I'm suddenly on screen again. But there's ways around things. I'm sure you don't, Ben. Oh, I take you totally seriously, me old mate. I really do. Okay, Kinder, mate. Yes, Paul. I think we need a rant. Rant. We need to get a load of lefties in. Got to get a load of lefties in and have a big ooh Emery there, like, oh, all right, Kinder. What's that you're saying? Can't like the chant. What's the word? You know how people say, God bless your heart. Oh, a bit lost there, Kinder, me old mate. No offence. John, how are you doing in yourself, mate? You know what I mean? Oh, do you know what? Andy Burnham can do one for all I care. I don't care. I wait. It's all decided by the powers to be what they're doing. And then you know what? We'll bring up a live and we'll get on it and we'll start slagging everyone and anyone that we possibly can and we're to get to work and take it from there. But they're calling the election guys. We've got to get our thinking caps on. And I do believe in what Paz said. This ain't calling out the Paz, but I think he had a very, very, very good point. Reform. We've got get speaking to restore and you keep all of the parties We've got to leave everything and go, right, we're going behind one and do it and just get the win with the massive majority as well. Because we've got to deal with all our own. All these lefties, we've got to purge the schools, the education system, got to re educate the children, all sorts. Yeah, I know, Eddie, man. Bloody hell. Sometimes once you're waking up to things you wish you never did, because when you start seeing it, you can't stop seeing it. I didn't know that. God bless your heart meant that, mate. I thought it was a bit of sincerity and being nice. But things did mean different things in different places, didn't they? I mean, rubber here is something that you use to erase what you've written in a pencil, but a rubber in the USA means something that you put on your weapon of mass destruction to have a wrestle with your girlfriend. So things can be misinterpreted or lost in translation. But here is like bless your heart. It's a manner of endearment. How do you say it on Sunday porch? I ain't got a porch, mate. On Sunday porch, it means totally right, Doka. It needs a top down, clear out, drain the swamp. And to be honest, after reading that Great Gang inquiry, the one done by the store, the testament things that I've done previously, we're rotten, my boys and girls. We're rotten. We're rotten. We're rotten. I'm talking. Yeah, you got your Pakistani race great gangs at the top of the tree there, but you've got the police, got social services, got youth clubs, care homes. Care homes which are like travelling hubs. That's where they do the ordering and the delivering and taking away. And mate, you can't trust any of them. And the ones that had a lot to do with it, that come up in a common factor, are doing a lot of the shifting and moving around of these kids are their drivers, their minicab drivers. Do not use them at all costs. And I really mean it. I'd rather walk in the rain than use one of them. Okay, because they you never know what innocent child they've had in that car and taken to what misery. You know what I mean? While he signs on in that car, uninsured, while he's got you in that car. Fucking. Oh no, oh no. You got to. Sometimes I just end up getting up and walking away. But yeah, Paul, things need to be ripped up and started again. I think we need to go back to the Fabians when they started to get to work. I'd say that'd be a good starting point. Do the law and everything again because it's a false law, because they've diluted our laws. They've overlaid them with softer meaning laws to dilute them. Do you get me? We've got to get that all reversed, and they've done it illegally in the beginning anyway. That will make it possible to be reversed and get back our constitution and everything else. Because this can't carry on. What's going on? I mean, if this is happening anywhere else, everyone would be screaming from the rooftops. But here, it's like, oh, it's okay. It's only you Brits. Who gives shit about you? Well, I tell you what, we do, don't we? Oh, well done, medium tone, Zulu, mate. I tell you, he's gone for medium in a week, down to medium. I reckon now, medium tone could be going down to small tone. Well done, mate. Keep it up, brother. I really mean it, big tone. And as you say, mate, it's not going to be long before it's small tone. I tell you, bro, someone looking like Gavin. Oh, Kinder, yeah, mate. I mean, I've helped people out now. It's nothing else but people. I've seen old people struggling, or saw a young lass with a baby struggling to get some formula and nappies and all that. I had a few quid there. I had a look in there shopping. If there was fags or alcohol in there, I'd done nothing. I would have done nothing. Simple as that. But there wasn't. That girl had to phone her mum and ask for help because she needed to get food and get that kid fed and change its nappy. So I paid for it. Done it for the old bloke. If there was anything else in there, like fags or alcohol, I wouldn't know. But some things, well, you're right. I mean, for fag, when I was in the States last, I was in LA and I walked up from Hollywood Boulevard and me and my brother went downtown. And that were easily, that happens very quickly. And some bloke said that could you spare a few quid? I'm hungry, $1 or something for a burger then. And he said, yeah, mate. He goes, I'll get you a meal. What do you want? And the geezer got hold of it when he come out with his Big Mac meal, whatever it was, and flung at him and called my brother a bastard because he wanted the money for the drugs and the drink. You're not bringing the show down, John. Never have done, never will do, mate. That's it. I'm so glad you dropped on. And look at that. They can't keep an Ulster man down. They can't keep you down, you tough bastard. Look at that, because they said you only had a couple of months, didn't they? And you're still cracking on, mate. And now you're at home. So you keep eating, you keep drinking, and you keep cracking on. All right? And you're going to get, and honestly, please, you're not bringing the show down, not whatsoever. If anything, you're making people feel better because you're on the back of my mind, and that's horrible when you're worrying about someone. And I know you're a good man, and I know you don't want to, you know what I mean? And you got my messages, so you could just message me anytime, mate. Anytime you want. Got a lot of time for you, and I really mean it. Okay? And you're not bringing the show down. You'll never do that. Kinder is. I mean, but you are not. You're all right. You come and join us. You stay here. If you want, I'll put the link up. And anytime you ever want to come on and have a chat with anyone, you're not alone, mate. You got us here, and you're at home now as well. You're with the people that you love. You got people there. We all know how this is good for Southern Belle. Infantry. I know, Ellie, mate. He's at home. He is a Debbie Downer one, but he's a brave man and he's an inspiration. And for him to come back, and he is not bringing the chat down. He's amongst friends. He's amongst, you know what I mean? We all don't know what cards we've been dealt, but you know what, John, and I really mean it, my man. You stay in this chat for as long as you like, and if you want to come on, you can come on. You have a chin wag, don't give a shit. You're not bringing the show down. You're enhancing it. We want you to be here. You're our guest. Sorry, Bad Wolf. I didn't realise you all knew each other. What a small world, man. And Sweetie Pie, all here. Yeah, we done a few months ago. Sharon Ray, bless her. I had her on the phone in tears. So, you know, that's if you ever want to go into any of them WhatsApp groups, John, you can. Right? Okay, we're not all arseholes, us Brits. I know you think the majority of us, and they bloody are. Take it from a Brit. But not all of us are like that, my friend. You know what I mean? In a man's hour of need, we're there for you. All right? Okay, as you would be us, hopefully. And I mean that. You're a good man. Yeah, Bad Wolf. I think sometimes maybe being home is best for some people, and they last a lot longer. But I mean it, John. I mean, if you want anything, you want to nip over on a boat to come and see anything, mate. Do you want to do a video call again? Anything, you know what I mean? You just do that, mate. You know what I mean? You just do that. Right? I mean, it really isn't a problem, mate. Right? Don't cost nothing to be nice to fellow man. For fuck's sake. And Big Tone there, look at that Big Tone Zulu. He's sending his This is how we all feel about you, mate. Right? You ain't bringing the show down. Right? That's how we all feel, mate. Right? And unfortunately, you got shit hand. You know what I mean? But we'll deal with that. You know what I mean? But big time there. He's coming on heaps and bounds, mate. I mean, he's doing so well in his fitness push there. We're reconsidering it, calling him now Small Toe Zulu. You know what I mean? It's getting bad, mate. It's getting bad. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you got it's been a lot of that does work, but you know what I mean. Some of that could bring on anxiety. Speak for yourself, Lee. Okay, Paul, I will. John Crow. Oh, bless you, John. You're always welcome here. And sure you will. I remember everyone else once you hear them all ranting and raving. But it's good, mate. Mate. But no, that's that one now. I had to learn to waltz and play like everybody else. Yeah, did you know what antebellum? Oh man. Kinder, I don't really get that question and wherever it is. Well, I hope someone could. We can all talk good, decent English. I mean, I'm not the best of the English language, but you can all act decently. Yeah, on a tangent. Do you want me to? What's the matter, Kindar, mate? I mean, what you want a tangent about, mate? I take it tangent means like on a rant, like got the up. Bring up your stringing instrument chair. What I say, guys, I'll put in here. All right. Copy. Look at this. Bosh right there. If anyone wants to join me, you can. An Altabedium accent. Oh, okay. That's a tangent. I thought tangent was going off on something, Ben, to be honest with you. It's got that American American aristocrats. You're more than welcome to come on, Paul, mate. You know you are, mate. Can't wait to go on that boat with you, to be honest. I was thinking about that the other day. I know I might need a brown bag. But I'll tell you what, I bet it's right relaxing sitting out there, eh? Nice sunny day. I bet you get the old come and bun and not realise. I'll put it in there again for you there, Paul, me old mate. And Team Bellum just disconnected from the chance like a tangent. Is a symbol. A tangent is a symbol in geometry. See, I don't know much about geometry. No, not much about. I don't know much about that, mate. You know what I mean? And you'll find that aristocrats maybe were descendants from the Brits. I mean. And here I like to welcome the one and only Paul the Gooner.
You fucking don't. I ain't putting my face on there.
You never do. All there be, you're like one of those Panama adverts. Every now and then there'll be a bit of smoke coming over, drift over to the right of you.
No, I'm one of them old adverts. I'm an Humphrey. Watch out, there's an Humphrey about.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah. Watch out, Humphrey's about. What's that?
You got to have a giggle, ain't you? Fucking hell. The world's gone crazy.
Oh, the world's gone schizophrenic. Paul, I think the world needs medication.
I don't have medication. Need to go out on the boat, mate. That's fucking medication.
I'll tell you what, I was just saying there, mate. I was watching one the other day. You had to plot it up and you caught something. You had a nice catch, actually.
No,
like a nice catch.
You catch something all the time, but I caught about 100 that day, but we could only keep 2 of them.
Yeah, they've got to be a certain size in there.
Yeah. And you know what? When we got off the boat, they fucking stopped and measured them 2 fish, right?
Oh.
Checked our bags and fucking asked how we caught them, what time we went out and everything. They was packed that day when I put that video up. Yeah, we went out at 6 o'clock in the morning. Border Force was rammed down Ramsgate at 6 o'clock in the morning. Every single boat, there's about 20 boats down there, Border Force camerans and they're fast ones and all that, yeah. And they was rammed. Every boat was geared up, had a crew on it. And so, like Nigel Farage's son, his boat docks next to ours.
Right.
And he was chatting away with Border Force and that. Like, he works out on the wind farm.
Does he?
Nigel Farage's son, his name's Tom. I was speaking to him the other day. His boat's docked next to ours. He works out on the fucking wind farm. And a little bit before Brexit, he got a license to fish for tuna in the channel, yeah? You don't get them fucking very easily. It's like a lottery. It's like between 500,000 people who go in the act for that, and 2 or 3 get picked out, and he gets one. Mate, that makes fucking sense, mate. They're all in it together. Whatever, Reform, the fucking lot of them, they're all in it together, mate. They're all up each other's arse. So if he's everyone's going on about Farage and his undeclared money he got and all this and that, they're more worried about that.
Yeah.
They're more, and he's got his fingers in all these little pies, yeah. And a lot's undeclared. Mate, that makes sense. And about his son with all his little fingers in it. How did he even get all that shit?
I know. I mean, how does this make sense? Right? David Lammy's worth 5 mil. Rachel Reeves worth 5 mil. The tax dodger's worth 5 mil. Keir Starmer's got 30 million pounds stuck in his savings account.
Blair's probably got about $1 billion, hasn't he?
Huh?
Blair's probably got about $1 billion.
Blair is one of the biggest war criminals, evilest bastards this country's ever had. He needs hanging from the nearest lamppost. Peacefully, of course. Paul.
Hopefully all that rope will be made out of hemp.
Yeah, you know what I mean, mate. You know what I mean? They're all in it. I mean, I was listening to a live you was on, Paul.
Oh, right.
You mentioned something about our fucking favourite man, you know, Mr. I'm going to get the next Armada, Danny Tomo.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah, and then you were talking about, said about a year ago, you got photos of them all being chalked up and fucking put back on the boats to go back.
Yeah, they're like, what they...
And you know what, mate? I remember you putting it up. I remember them photos.
Like what they used to do, they used to deflate the dinghies, keep the engines and the life jackets, put them on a boat or a lorry. They'd either ferry them across or ship them straight back out.
Yeah,
Meet the
definitely, mate.
French. They meet the French frigates out there off of Goodwin Sands, off of Dover, and they give them back to them. And he put a video up a couple of days ago about, oh look, they're passing the boat back on. That ain't him on a boat. There's a 500-metre zone around each border force boat. You can't get that close to them.
Oh God.
You can't get that close to them, mate. We've tried. We've fucking tried. You can't get that close to them. And the fishermen have tried to block the ports, and the government have said, you try and do that again, we will confiscate every single one of your boats.
Do you know, he doesn't, does he understand with maritime law that if he goes out there and he causes them boats to go over, he'll be done for attempted murder, right?
He ain't
And
got
also,
fucking clue, mate.
it's his duty, and also he's covered by law that he has. It's his responsibility to plug them people out of the water.
I'm seeing lots of people in other people's chat as well saying, yeah, pop the fucking boats, jab them with a spear and all that. Then you've got all them people on that boat are going to drown. And then that's on your hands.
You get nicked, you get lifed off. It ain't going to last. It ain't going to happen. It can't happen.
You know, and I think people don't quite understand it. Like, we get out there to try to document what's happening, yeah? Because there ain't fuck all we can do, really, except document it and let the people understand the truth of what's fucking happening. We can't go and pop. Don't you think I want to go and pop one of them dinghies? Really? Let's have it fucking right. Come on. But you can't do it. You cannot do it.
I don't see it working like that. And all them guys putting their names and addresses on that fucking stupid website of his, mate, they're going to be knocked on the door and they're going to all be paid.
It's a paid up membership as well, isn't it? What's all that about?
I thought he said it was a freebie.
No, it's the fucking hell.
Well, it ain't, is it? I don't go on any of their sites.
No, I don't know. I don't like. It just winds me up a little bit, Lee. That's all, mate. Like when people say to me, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" You know what I mean? You're a pisshead and you smoke. You know what I mean? So fucking what? I'll get out there and I'll do what I do.
Fucking day looking. What are they doing?
Innit? I'll get out there. I have to walk around my parks and around my fucking streets to make sure everyone's all right, because I talk to everyone and I know how they fucking feel. And it ain't just my neighbours, that's everyone, everywhere I go.
I look, right, I read the comments, and all it is people, really good people, in my opinion, that have given this guy money, and they're doing it on the hope that he can pull something off, right? And you can feel their despotism, and they're paying him money, and they're just mate, look at them, their teeth are getting whiter, their suntans, and you're hearing them about all having these fitness camps in the fucking Spain here, there, found with this money, got this money. None of them are doing a day's graft. They've got not a bill round their neck. Yeah. And no one's seeing where the money's coming from. And then they're saying, oh, he's got to write this because he's done this. But what?
I'll tell you something else as well, what people don't get as well about taxpayers' money is them boats, them border force boats, right? In Ramsgate Harbour and Dover, there's probably 65 of them boats altogether, like with your catamarans that bring them in and your patrol boats, just fast ones and all that, yeah? They're all manned 24/7 by 3 crews a day. And the taxpayers paying for that as well.
Okay. It's never ending, is it? It really isn't.
And they only spend 10 minutes in that dog at Dover. Because that's where, like, most of it's controlled from Ramsgate, but they spend 10 minutes in the dock at Dover probably, and then they ship them out. They come here, I watch them go past my window in their white coaches and that. They're in all the 5-star hotels around there. It's literally, in the last 2 weeks, we're outnumbered 5-1 now. You might think I'm joking. I ain't joking.
I watch your footage, Paul, so I know you're not talking waffle, mate, because I've seen the shit that you put out there. I mean, those things that I thought were old oil rigs. Didn't realise they were like the power stations for the wind turbines. I didn't realise.
They're giant, mate. That's where Nigel Farage's son works. He works out on them, maintaining them. He must be up Ed Miliband's arse.
Well, Ed Miliband's a snidey, dirty bastard. Look what he did to his own brother to get into politics. You know what I mean? So what's he going to do to the country?
Make it make sense, Lee. You know what I mean? How does that happen? There's people like I volunteer. I go on that boat. I volunteer. I don't get paid. I love it because it's what I do. I'm living my fucking dream. But like that's their living, and these fuckers are taking a piss.
So, what time do you usually leave out on your boat in the morning, Paul?
Between 3 a.m. and 6 a.m.
All right, and is that every day, like 3
Not
days
every day. Not every day. You have to wait for believe it or not, even though the weather's been pucker on land, it's been hotter out there. But the tides and the wind, it changes like minute from minute. You know what I mean? 1 minute it's as flat as a pancake. Next minute you got like 10 foot rips and that. It's mental.
That's crazy. That scares the life out of me.
But the other day, I'll tell you what. The other day, Nigel Farage's son went out on his fishing boat, followed us out. Yeah, and he headed out towards the wind farm, and there was a frigate sitting out there. And I couldn't identify it, whether it was British or Belgium. But that's towards the Belgium, because they're ramping up the Belgium route now. And he was talking to Border Force all morning before he even went out. And then he starts heading off out that way. And I said to my mate, like, this is something strange is going on today. It ain't right. And do you know what I'd done for the first time ever? I've never, ever done it before, ever. I took my fucking Bible on the boat.
Yeah.
And it was a clear blue sky everywhere, and I could see rainbows everywhere, mate.
Oh, God. Bloody hell.
And people can fucking write that off and laugh all they want, but that tells me I'm doing something right, mate. I'm doing fucking something right. What we got fucking warships in our waters for, sitting in our wind farms and that?
I don't know. Something is not adding up, is there, Paul, mate?
It ain't adding up, mate. Nothing makes sense anyway, but like just to add a little bit more to the fucking situation, you know what I mean? Like when you're out there and you actually see it, people don't you ain't going to see this on the news or nothing, Lee. You know what I mean, mate? You ain't. And
what I've seen is what you've given, what you've shown me.
A lot of these fishermen they're too scared to even talk about it. You know what I mean? I've spoke to the Border Force. They understand what our point of view, and then you've got to listen to their point of view. And I know a lot of people can say they're complicit and that, but at the end of the day, they're doing their jobs. Like, because of fucking Tomo without fucking done it, a lot of them lost their jobs, and now they're out of work and they're fucking struggling.
All right.
But like, it's a bit different. If you're in the army or the navy or the air force and you're under orders, you can refuse to accept that order, can't you? But I think it's a bit different if you're under contract, isn't it?
I've got no idea. I thought they were volunteer force.
I don't think it's volunteer, mate. I'll be on one of them boats soon. I'll find out. But there's a big regatta in Dover on Saturday.
Is there?
They have a big regatta down the seafront and that, but there's also the Pink Ladies are having a protest down there as well.
Yeah.
So I'm heading down there.
Yeah, see how the girls are getting on.
Yeah, well, you got to have a look out for them and that. It's a bit shit everywhere, isn't it? My brother lives in Dover anyway, so I'll be down there.
Oh, God.
What are you up to anyway? How's things up your end?
Weather's crap. To be honest, everyone's on a Debbie Downer.
And it, eh? You know.
Fucking news is depressing. Everything's depressing. And that's it. It's
Well,
like
at least-
change the same shit, different day, really, isn't it? And now we're waiting for another turd burglar to come in and take over from the last turd burglar.
Andy Bumham.
Yeah, Andy Bumham. I mean, how long's it going to be? Andy the wanker. You know what I
It's
mean?
already started, isn't it? Look, lucky we've got the football for a distraction, even though everyone think football lads are fucking idiots, but we ain't. You know what I mean? Because we know how to stick together and stand together. And we know how to have a fucking row when we need to.
Oh, I know. I mean, it's a mess, to be honest with you, me old mate. It's all a mess, isn't it? It's all a mess.
Well, I just hope everyone understands what's coming, because it's coming.
Yeah, but that's what I want everyone to get into community.
But we've got to keep our heads steady. Like, for me, saying something like that, that's hard for me, because out of everyone, it's hard for me to keep my head, because I weren't brought up like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, have a square up.
Do you know what I mean? I was forced to fight in East London every day when I was at school. I never had a fight till I moved to East London. You know what I mean? But it's been like every day since then. And I ain't going, like, and I think a lot of people like me on my level feel the same. They're not prepared to go. They're starting to understand now that what's happening. And what I need to do is trying to calm them down a bit, like get our heads together, get networking.
That's what we've got to do. That's what you've got to do.
Talk amongst each other before we fucking all get nicked and lose it. Because we will. If we don't, we will. And that's exactly what they want. That's what they want. They want it. Do you know what I mean? That's all you can do, isn't it? Like, just get the word out, innit, and try and do what you can. Like, and all these people trying to antagonise everyone, and that's what gets me the most. All these fucking idiots antagonising everyone, trying to. Like, we all know the fucking truth. We all know what's going on. But everyone has to have their little fucking dig, don't they?
I know, mate. To be honest, I can't believe how many people have still got their head buried in the sand. With everything that's gone on, you know, you'd think, Jesus Christ, you're not seeing this. And then I just honestly think that them sort of people are just put amongst us, like the cat amongst the pigeons, just to fucking wind us up. So that we go on the rampage, Paul. And that's just where I think we've got to be sort of super smart.
Yeah, well, I'm one of them people thereafter to go on the rampage, and it ain't happening because I ain't fucking stupid. I ain't stupid. I'm a bit clued up. You know what I mean?
No, you do your shit. Yeah, you know what you mean. You know what I mean, right? You keep yourself to yourself and get yourself sorted and keep on your boat.
I'd like to offer a few people on my boat if they want to spend the weekend on it, ladies. We all know what boat is slang for, don't we, Lee?
Yeah. What's that from Kinder? Dude, you're shadow banned to shit, Lee. Another night we should try to set up your second account channel. That isn't restricted.
Oh dear, sorry, Lee.
Oh no, I don't care, mate. Who the fuck is YouTube?
I'm
If they want to
banned.
get play funny bollocks, I'll go somewhere else, mate, and take my entertainment with me. You know
I'm even fucking banned on Dino Bane. Or whatever fucking up.
When you start talking about certain things and grooming gangs and all that, they do all sorts of shit on you. But you know what? I ain't gonna stop talking about it.
Mate. I don't even start. I only go hello, and then that's it. I'm fucking banned.
Yeah.
I think they see me coming, don't they? They're all psychic.
So, Kinder, Lee Mead, you are not 20 people. You should at least get other YouTube accounts.
Can I ask you something, Lee?
What's that, bruv?
I can't see that Kindo in my chat. I ain't been out. I don't know if he's blocked or whatever. Or has he got long black hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is
Right. That's why I can't see him.
Yeah. She, I think.
Cranny.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder why I couldn't see because I've only heard that name once before. It was on another channel that I've been blocked. About 8 of my accounts have been blocked from. Yeah. So yeah. No, you make your own mind up, mate.
I don't understand what's all that. I do that.
All I've heard you say all night. All I've heard you say all night is Kinder this, Kinder that, Kinder that, agitating this, agitating that. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like, just block her or him or whatever they fucking identify as. I bumped into them, they fucking whoever, about a year ago. And if they want to call me out, let them call me out. I ain't hiding who I am.
I blocked them. Because they were.
No, it's all free speech, mate. You don't have to block them, do you?
No. That's the first person I've ever blocked in my life. It's all about free speech, but they were talking a bit gibberish and then saying about, I'm shut up about it. Ain't no news. I've been telling you like that for a year.
Yeah, well, you get them everywhere, don't you? You know what I mean? It's just a bit using your discernment, like, just let them speak and then they soon reveal themselves.
Yeah, they have. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, you're there, and then Eddie there. Eddie's just come out and went, yeah, Lee, it's an agitator. And then to come out again, yeah, Lee was a knobhead. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, people. I didn't realise. You know me, guys. I try to be nice, try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes I'm not the fucking smartest tool in the box. But, you know what I mean? I didn't even know it was a trans. I thought it was a geezer. Well,
it's hard to fucking tell what's real and fake anymore anyway. Don't blame yourself, mate. Fucking hell.
I'm married and I've got my left hand, but that's all I could say. Even though someone said that I've been volunteering to go on the boat with the most fertile man in Great Britain.
You might end up with 2 more kids, Lee.
We'll have an international water pool.
Yeah, well, as long as your missus is open, you know what I mean? That ain't Anyway, I think I better go now before I get you in trouble and I'll get myself in trouble.
Well, anyway, listen, guys, we've been on for over 2 hours.
Brilliant, mate.
Totally enjoy it. And as always, Paul, bruv, right? Paul Daniels.
You're welcome.
I love your content. I love every one of your content. Thanks for all subscribing, everyone. Thank you all for contributing to the channel and all that. And I'm sorry about the idiot we had in earlier. And peace out to everyone, right? And I've removed Paul there. Good night and God bless Paul. Bosh, Paul's gone. That's me again. And you were talking about rubbish on the point of the happened. Keep them, Lee. Not on about that, Lee. Thank you, Eddie. Sorry then, yeah, cheers. I don't know who it was, Doka, to be honest, mate. I thought it was maybe a communication problem because they may have been American, but I didn't know, but he described him off. Yeah, you take soon. Everyone, love you all. God bless you all. I'm ending stream now. Do that. Play the out.